Yes, red blood corpuscles or RBCs, right? Simply they are called as RBCs. What is the other name given for the RBC? Lymphocytes. These are erythrocytes, right? Another type of blood cells are white blood corpuscles, also called as lymphocytes, leukocytes. These are also called as leukocytes. Leukocytes. Is there any subtypes present in the RBC?
Yes,
RBC, three types. Which are those?
three components.
Any types are present in RBC? No. Further, there is no classification in the RBC. What about in case of leukocytes or the WBCs? Again, they are categorized as two types. What are those two types? Granulocytes and the agranulocytes. So, based on the presence or absence of granules in their cytoplasm, they are classified as agranulocytes. Those without granules, coarse granules in their cytoplasm, and those WBCs which contain coarse granules in them, they are called as granulocytes. Granulocytes. Now, which are the cells which come under the agranulocytes? How many types are there here? Agranulocytes. Three types or two types? Yes. Use your kidney, brain. Okay, how many types are there? Recall your memory. My kidney keeps the memory of this topic. Yes. How many types are there? Two or three? Two. Exactly. Two are only, right? What are those two? Two are three. Monocytes and lymphocytes. So agranulocytes, again they are categorized into two types. The one is lymphocytes and another one is monocytes. Monocytes. I will come to that part later. Okay. Granules. Why they are called as granulocytes? What is the meaning of granule? I expected this question from you. ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಗ್ರಾನ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು. Lymphocytes. Again, any types of lymphocytes are there? Based on the development, based on the site of maturation or the differentiation, so there are two types of lymphocytes are there. What are those? Yes, again two types are T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. T lymphocytes one type and B lymphocytes is another type. Okay. So like this, there are two types of agranulocytes are present. Then among the granulocytes, how many types are there? What are those three types? Order wise. First one, eosinophils. On what basis they are categorized as? Type of stain. We are going to observe acidic or the basic or the neutral. Based on that, there are three types of granulocytes are there. Which observe the acidic, what they are called as? Eosinophils. Those granulocytes which absorb basic stain, what they are called as? Basophils. And lastly, the neutrophils. So these are the three types of which cells? Granulocytes under the leukocytes. Okay, now see, particularly the leukocytes, their count is less when compared to the erythrocytes. Erythrocytes count will be in terms of millions, right? 5 to 5.5 millions per cubic millimeter of blood, right? What will be the count of leukocytes? It is around 6 to 8,000 or 8 to 10, maximum 10,000 will be their count. Among the 10,000, what will be the The concentration of lymphocytes or the monocytes.
More and basophils will be least.
Yes, neutrophils are more, means around 65%. Okay, next. Next second most abundant leukocytes are lymphocytes only. So their component is 20 to 25%. Next will be exactly monocytes. There 6 to 8%. Next eosinophils S2 2 to 3%. Least one is basophils 0.5 to 1% only. 0.5 to 1% only. So this is what their concentration among the leukocytes which are present in the body. Okay, this concentration is very important for the NEET or CET examination. Yes. ನಾಳೆ ಮನೆ ಎದುರು ಬಾ ನಾ ಬರಲ್ಲ. Sorry, what is that one? Yes. ನಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರೋಫಿಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎನ್ ಎಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಮನೆ ಎದಿರು ಬಾ. ಎಸ್, ಸೂಪರ್. ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್, ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೋಮ್, ರೈಟ್. ನಿನಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬರಬೇಡ ನೀನು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. What this type of statements are called as mnemonics ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. What they are called as mnemonics. Means we can easily remember the concept based on the convenient sentences, right? Very good one. Okay, ನಾನು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾಳೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡು, ಬರಬೇಡ. ನಾಳೆ ಮನೆ ಎದಿರು ಬಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ರೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು? Any doubt in this one? Shall we discuss each and everyone among the blood cells now? Okay, shall we start with RBCs? Okay, make a note of these points. What is the color of the RBC? Red. Okay, so their color is red. Why it is red? Due to presence of hemoglobin, particularly the heme group present in that hemoglobin, right? So color is red. So they are the colored blood cells. Then what is their number in the blood? What is the number in the blood? That is, their number is 5 to 5.5 million per cubic millimeter of blood, right? Per cubic millimeter of blood. Per cubic millimeter of blood. What do you mean by cubic millimeter first? Cubic millimeter ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. 10 to the power of 3. Minus 3 na.
For that volume of
that much volume of blood. Yes.
in 10 to the minus 3 millimeter. So in that volume of blood 5.5.
Have you undergone the blood analysis, particularly the blood count?
Yes, sir.
Right? Whenever you fall ill, there may be doctor may be suggested for the blood count, right? Which device is used for blood count? Which device? Of course, microscope we will use. Okay, in order to prepare the smear of the blood, which is the slide used? What the slide is called as? Let us understand first what cubic millimeter means. Okay, see, that slide used is called as hemocytometer, and the process of counting the blood cells is called as hemocytometry. Hemocytometry. Maybe if you choose biotechnology or the microbiology in the means if you are chosen in the BSc means there will be an experiment called as hemocytometry. Okay, see, this is what the hemocytometer. This is what the normal slide means. It will not be present like this. this is how H-shaped chamber will be present. Okay. On either side of it, there will be the presence of boxes, the squares, and these squares area is 1 cubic millimeter. Their area will be 1 cubic millimeter only. In one of that cube, right? So this cube will be having 1 millimeter on all sides. This is called as 1 cubic millimeter. 1 cubic millimeter. In that 1 cubic millimeter, how much blood we can place? How much blood we can place? In that blood, how much RBCs will be present? 5 to 5 millions of RBCs. Just imagine the size of the RBC then. Right? So they are microscopic in size. So per cubic millimeter of blood, 5 to 5.5 millions of RBCs will be present. That is what their count is. Okay? Understood what do you mean by cubic millimeter? Then, what about shape of RBC then? What is biconcave shape of RBC? So RBCs are biconcave shaped and lack the cell organelles such as nucleus and other organelles, and lacks nucleus and other organelles. Why they lack the other organelles and then the nucleus? Mature RBCs will not have the nucleus and other organelles, right? Why? What is the reason?
Oxygen carried on the surface.
Yes, in order to give room for more oxygen or in order to accommodate more oxygen during the oxygen transport, right? So only this nucleus and other organelles will be absent. Why means in order to give space for carrying more oxygen, the organelles will be absent in it. Okay. With respect to the shape, okay, any exceptions are there in the mammals? The mammals RBCs will be biconcave shaped. Any exceptions are there? Yes, exceptions here are nothing but, what are the exceptions? Exceptions are RBCs of, yes, what are those animals? Camel is the one, and one more is giraffe. Camel is the one. Camel-like organism is the another one. What is that one? It also looks like camel only, but it's not a camel. Similar to that one. Yes. You said something. Huh? Kangaroo, na? No. It is llama. No. It's llama. So now you can see the image of that llama. So that is what the llama, which look like a camel. Yes. How different the RBCs of the camel and the llama from the mammals means here their nucleus is, that is RBCs, camel and llama are, what is the shape? Shape is oval shape, so it will be oval shape and enucleated. What do you mean by enucleated? Without nucleus only there is a change in the shape only. So mammals RBCs will be usually biconcave, but in camel and llama it will be oval shaped one. Very interesting feature of the RBC is that one. Very interesting feature of RBC is that one. Even though it helps in the transport of the oxygen, it never utilizes the oxygen what it carry. Never utilizes oxygen what it carry. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾವೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಿಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದು ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ರೈಟ್. ದೋ ದ RBC, it carry out the transport of the oxygen, but it never utilizes it. Why? No mitochondria is present in that one to utilize that oxygen, right? So RBCs never utilize the oxygen they carry and derive energy, by anaerobic respiration. For the anaerobic respiration, no need of oxygen, right? So they will not use the oxygen to derive the energy. Why means here the mitochondria is also absent, so only anaerobic respiration takes place in the RBCs. That. So RBCs contain hemoglobin, that is how much quantity of hemoglobin means the 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin per 100 ml of blood. So each 100 ml of blood will contain 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin. And RBCs also contain an enzyme. So what that enzyme is present? The enzyme in RBC is carbonic anhydrase. What is the function of this enzyme? Which help in the transport of carbon dioxide. Then where the RBC formation takes place then? Right, bone marrow. So the formation of RBC or the process of formation of RBCs is called as, that process is called as erythropoiesis. So it is called as erythropoiesis, which occurs in bone marrow. So bone marrow will be present in the cavity present in lung, bones. In that there will be a formation of blood cells takes place. Okay. And the process of formation of the RBC is called as erythropoiesis. What is the lifespan of RBC then? Lifespan of RBCs is 120 days. What happens after the 120 days? They get destroyed in two organs. What are those organs? Spleen and duodenum, pancreas. What is that? Liver and spleen. Why appendix? We have studied about the liver, right, in the digestion absorption. Liver is a bilobed organ, bilobed gland, largest gland present in our body. Okay, it has a specialized cells called as Kupffer cells that are phagocytic in nature, right? So that destroys the worn or damaged RBCs, right? So RBCs will undergo destruction in liver and then the spleen. The main organ of the RBC destruction is nothing but spleen. So spleen is called as graveyard of RBC. So after 120 days, okay, RBCs get destroyed. In liver and spleen. As the more destruction of the RBC is carried out by the spleen is called as, spleen is regarded as graveyard of RBC. lymphoid organ, secondary lymphoid organ. Okay, is it clear? Then what are the functions carried out by the RBC? What are the functions carried out by RBC? Transport of oxygen and then the transport of carbon dioxide is the main function of the RBC. In order to facilitate the transport of carbon dioxide, carbonic anhydrase is present. In order to facilitate the
Oxygen.
transport of oxygen, hemoglobin is present. But hemoglobin will also help in the transport of the carbon dioxide also. Okay. With respect to the changes in the level of the hemoglobin, right, some disorders are related to the number of RBC and the hemoglobin content. What are those disorders are? See, the disorder called as anemia. Anemia. Yes, what this anemia means? That refers to? It is nothing but decreased which content? Hemoglobin content. Decreased hemoglobin content due to decreased number of RBC. Okay. The main type of anemia is iron deficiency anemia. Okay. So main type of anemia is iron deficiency anemia. Iron deficiency anemia. If anemia is caused because of deficiency of vitamin B12, then what it is called as? Okay. If anemia is due to, yes, correct. If anemia is due to, this one is due to deficiency of vitamin B12, that is Castle, okay, vitamin B12, and that deficiency of vitamin B12, if it is, means that may be the result of deficiency in the Castle intrinsic factor secreted by which cells of gastric glands?
Peptic cells.
Peptic cells.
No, sir. Peptic cells.
Peptic cell or oxyntic cell?
Peptic cells. Oxyntic cell, HCl, sir. Oxyntic cell, HCl.
HCl. Along with the HCl, it also secretes intrinsic factor. So it is secreted from the oxyntic cells. Peptic cell secretes only proteoses. That is the inactive form. Sorry, not proteoses. Pepsinogen. So if anemia is due to the deficiency of vitamin B12, which is called as, then that is called as, yes, what is that one? Pernicious anemia.